Today we're going to discuss some voice changes, and the practice set on voice changes will be helpful for all the students. Madhyamik and ICC exams are coming, and the discussion on this practice set on voice change will help all the students. Request everyone to watch the full video, and the new students are requested to subscribe this channel so that they can get all the notifications. So let's start today's class. This is the first question. The floor feels rough. The meaning of the sentence is the floor is rough actually when we feel this. Okay, that is the actual meaning of the sentence, and the sentence has been written in different way. So the voice change of this sentence is to be done in different way, and this is called quasi passive voice. So the voice change will be done in this way. Actually, this sentence is to be changed into passive form in this way. Actually, the floor feels rough. This means the floor is rough. That is why it is written the floor is rough when it is felt. Actually, we have to maintain this structure while doing the passive voice of this type of sentence. The floor is rough when it is felt. Actually, we feel it rough when the floor is felt or the floor is touched. বাংলায় এর অর্থটা হচ্ছে যখন আমরা মেঝেটাকে অনুভব করছি তখন সেই ঘরের মেঝেটা বা যা কিছুর মেঝেটা খসখসে বা রাফ, সেটাই বোঝাচ্ছে এর অর্থটা। So this is the passive form. This was the active form and this is the passive voice. Look at this sentence. This is the same type of sentence. The stone feels rough. This means the stone is rough when we feel it. So we have to write in passive voice this sentence in this way. In the same structure or pattern, we have to write or we have to make the passive form of this sentence, this active sentence. The stone is rough when it is felt. This is a part. The stone is rough when it is felt. It is also a part. This means we feel rough when we touch a stone. বাংলায় এটার অর্থ হচ্ছে যে পাথরকে যখন স্পর্শ করা হয় পাথরটা হয় খসখসে। So in the same structure, this sentence has also been transformed into passive voice from this active voice. This is the third sentence. I know the man. Here, I is the subject, know is the main verb, the man, this is the object here. Actually, we have to find out the object if we want to make an active voice into a passive. Here, the man is the object. If we question in a sentence what and whom, then the answer will be the object. So the sentence in passive voice will be, this is the passive voice. The man is known to me. Note one thing, that in normal sentence we write normally by me, by him, etc. But here in this type of sentence only two will be used. When the verb is know, then the preposition to will be used instead of by. This is the object, the man, and this subject has come into the first position of this sentence. The man is, this is the auxiliary verb is known. This is the past participle of this verb know. Then we have written to me. This me is the objective form of that I, the subject. The entire sentence is the man is known to me. বাংলা এটার অর্থ হলো যে লোকটা আমার কাছে পরিচিত বা মানুষটা আমার কাছে পরিচিত। অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা হলো অবজেক্ট দ্য ম্যান, এবং এটাকে আগে নিয়ে আমরা এটা করলাম। জানা যখন কোনো কাজ থাকবে, জানা বলে বাংলায় অর্থ যেটা হবে জানা মানে নো, সেই নো এর ক্ষেত্রে সবসময় বাই এর বদলে টু প্রিপোজিশন ব্যবহার হবে, তাই এখানে টু ব্যবহার হয়েছে। নাও লুক এট দিস সেন্টেন্স, দে কল্ড হিম এ ফুল। কথাটার বাংলা অর্থ হলো তারা তাকে একজন বোকা বলেছিল। ইন দিস সেন্টেন্স They is the subject. Called, this is the main verb. Him is the object. Actually, this seems like an object, a fool, but this is actually not an object. This is an objective complement. I am describing you. What is a complement? A complement is a word which helps to fulfill the meaning of a sentence, and this is not a direct object. So, in this sentence, him, this is the only object. A fool, this is not an object, but this is a complement. So, we have to replace the word him only. We can replace the word him only and make the passive voice of this sentence. This is the actual passive voice of the sentence. She was called a fool by them. You notice that a fool, this has been kept here in its position, okay, and he is the subjective form of this word him, okay. So here it has been written he was called a fool. He, this is the subject form of this word him. Was, this is the auxiliary verb. Called, this called is the past participle of this main verb call. The past tense and the past participle are same of the main verb call. That is why here called is written. A fool has been kept here in its original position. Okay, a fool by them. Then we have written a by, and them is the objective form of this subject they. That is why we have written by them. Please notice this. If we write the fool in the beginning of the sentence, then it is totally wrong. This type of voice is totally wrong. We cannot do like this. We have to do only this and write the passive voice only in this way, because a fool is a complement here and not an object. A fool and him, these are the same. Both are the same person. Okay, that is why a fool is a complement here, objective complement. এই যে এ ফুল কথাটা আছে, এ ফুল কথাটা হচ্ছে এটাকে বলা হয় কমপ্লিমেন্ট। কমপ্লিমেন্ট কি না, কমপ্লিমেন্ট হচ্ছে অনলি কোনো একটা সেন্টেন্সের মানে পূর্ণ করতে, অর্থ পূর্ণ করতে সেটাকে ব্যবহার করা হয়। কিন্তু কমপ্লিমেন্ট এখানে যেমন এই ফুল কথাটা, এটা কোনো অবজেক্ট নয়। অবজেক্ট কিন্তু হলো শুধু হিম, তাই আমরা হিমকে দিয়েই কাজটা করব। তাই এভাবেই ভয়েস চেঞ্জটা করা হলো। হি ওয়াজ কল্ড এ ফুল বাই দেম। যদি আমরা এমনভাবে করতে যেতাম সেন্টেন্সটা, ফুল ওয়াজ কল্ড, এভাবে করতে গেলে কিন্তু সম্পূর্ণ সেন্টেন্সটাই ছিল ভুল। এভাবে আমরা ভয়েস চেঞ্জটা করতে পারবো না, বা স্কোপ নেই। আমরা এভাবেই ঠিক এই প্রথম অপশানটাতেই আমরা প্যাসিভ ভয়েস এটাকে বানাতে পারবো। আশা করছি কমপ্লিমেন্ট সম্পর্কে যে ধারণাটা এবং সেন্টেন্সে এটা কীভাবে ব্যবহার হয় সেটা নিশ্চয়ই সম্পূর্ণ পরিষ্কার হয়েছে তোমাদের কাছে। Now look at this sentence. Bose presided over the meeting. Here, Mr. Bose, this is the subject here. Presided over, this is a group verb actually. Presided, this is the main verb. What was presided over by Mr. Bose? The meeting was presided over. That is why the meeting is the object here. This is the object in this sentence. Now see the passive voice. This is the passive voice. The meeting was presided over by Mr. Bose. Actually, the meeting, this object has come in the beginning position of this sentence. Was is the auxiliary verb here, because we know that we have to use an auxiliary or helping verb in passive voice. Presided is the past participle form of the main verb preside. Here, this was the past tense and this is the past participle form of this verb. Over, presided over, both is the same verb and this is a group verb. That is why we have written here presided over. Then we have written by. Over and by, we have to use these two prepositions. Many times we have confusion, many students have confusion whether over and by could be written consecutively, but we have to write the two prepositions in this way, over and by. So the entire sentence is, the meeting was presided over by Mr. Bose. বাংলা এটার অর্থ হলো যে মিস্টার বোসের দ্বারা মিটিংটা সভাপতিত্ব করা হয়েছিল। Please close the window. This is an imperative sentence and it is clear in this sentence that someone is requesting another person to close the window. That is why when there will be a request in the active voice or there will be the word please. We have to write the passive voice of this sentence in this way. You are requested to close the window. This is the format of the sentence. The imperative sentence will be written in this way. You are requested. Because here request is being expressed in this sentence, then we have to write you are requested to close the window. This is another type of sentence. It is time to ring the bell. The sentence expresses that now it is time to ring the bell. The passive voice of this sentence will be written in this way. This is the passive voice. It is time for the bell to be rung. Now notice one thing, that in this part it is time. In this part there is no clear object. But in this part, to ring the bell, in this part there is the main verb ring. This is the main verb. What will be rung? The bell. This is the object here because this is to be rung by someone. That is why the passive voice will be it is time for the bell to be rung. We have made passive this part of the sentence. The bell to be rung. Rung is the past participle form of the main verb ring. Here the ring, this verb. He made us work. The meaning of the sentence actually like this, that he forced us to work. He made us to work. So the passive voice will be, this is an active voice, and the passive voice will be we were made to work by him. We were made. The meaning of this is that we were forced for working. That is why it is written we were made to work by him. This he has come here in this position, him. So this was today's discussion. I think this discussion will be very helpful to you in your exams. Please give a like for this video if this video is helpful to you, and share this. Write your comment for more videos. Thank you for watching this video.